Good morning, it's me. I'm back. I'm Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you live Wednesday morning, May 22. It's 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and I'm on Facebook right now. Eventually, I post to YouTube, so you can find me there, but I'm on Facebook right now. I'm going to refresh my screen a second so that I can see comments even while I have my camera / phone down while I'm stamping. Good morning, Sandy. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Okay. Oh, I see me. And I see comments. Cool. We're all good. Hi, Mario. So thank you for joining me this morning. So I come to you live every Wednesday morning. And when I'm not live here on Facebook, you can find me on my website at dazzledbystamping.com. Hi, Janet. Thank you for joining me. There you can find information. You can find samples. I try to post there every day during the week. Hi, Carrie. And ideas and different stuff like that. And also you can find links to shop. And I just remembered I need to update my catalog stuff. I feel like I have some there that doesn't go there. Anyway, you can find classes and all that sort of thing. And I'm about to sneeze. Just a sec. Oh, excuse me. At least it came this time. Hi, Marcia. Thank you for sharing already. I better blow my nose or it's going to happen again. Just a sec. So, I just always have allergies. I don't know that I have noticed them really bad lately or not. There it is. Thank you, Janet. I just always have them, but there must be something going on. Well, morning and evening is always worse for me. My hair is just bugging me. It's like there's a gap. Hi, Dina. So, anyway, that's just how things go. Okay, so we have a few people on. So this morning, I have a really fun card that I want to show you. I'm totally casing it again. It was a swap that I received. It's just the best. I've made one like this before, but it's been a long time, and it's too cute. So I'm going to be using, I didn't pull the stamp set. I'm going to be using the Hearts and Hugs stamp set again, and here are all the dies. I'm not using the die. Well, I guess I am, but I already have it cut out. So anyway, I'm going to be using that on my projects today. So one of them is, I'm going to start with the one that I'm casing, and the other one is a project that I did this month. Okay, so before we get started, we're going to go to the randomizer. I actually have 3 cards. I don't know if you remember this from last week. 3 cards to give away. I only did 1 the previous week. I used the Thoughtful Journey Suite. That's with a beautiful designer paper. I just love that designer paper. In fact, I may be using that next week because there's another card that I want to case. And I feel like is there 2? One stuck in my mind. Oh, yeah, there's 2. Anyway, I just love the designer paper so much. And the stamp set has the plants or weed looking things. I don't know. Oh, yay. I'm glad you get some free time, Dot. Good morning. Okay, so anyway, I have 3 cards to give away. And I'm going to start the randomizer now. So if you're new to me, Jamie Sales, woo-woo. If you're new to me, I don't think she's on yet. My randomizer is, I fill it the night before or the morning of, with people who joined me. Hi, Kathy. With people who I was on, probably a minute or 2 late. So that may have been part of your problem. I fill it with people who commented and engaged and all that from the video the week before. Oh, Alighire, you're my second winner. Congratulations. So I call the randomizer. If you like the cooking channel, if you like Tournament of Champions, it's from that. So anyway, picking one more winner. Start. So I load all the names up in there, and then it randomly chooses Jennifer Carmean. Congratulations. I don't think I saw her on here yet either. Woohoo. Okay. So done with that and going back here. Okay. Yes. Congratulations, ladies. I still have something for you here, Marsha. It was funny. I made for my hostesses this month, I made a little gift bag like I had done. I did it last month for my Stampers Clubs. And I also did one for my live last month. And so I made it for my hostess last week. And Marlene was here and she's like, oh, you're going to share that, right? And then that made me remember, oh, I have something for you. And it was the bag that I had made a few weeks ago. So she got an identical one. Yeah, sounds good, Marsha. Okay, so I told you I'm going to be using Hearts and Hugs. And this is just such a cute set. I've been doing way too much coloring. But it's worth it. And my next Dazzling Card Club is going to be using this stamp set too. So I've already shown you on my blog a couple of the cards. Actually, I showed you 3. Hi, Jamie. I'm sorry it's so windy there. You can watch me later, I guess. I've actually shown you 3, but one was Jamie Sales, her swap that I got from her, and I changed it up a little bit. So I think I hid that. No, I guess I showed it. I don't know. Anyway, I hid the newest one that I haven't shown anybody yet. Okay, so just a sec. So I showed you, hi Nancy. I showed you what stamps that I'm using, and I'm going to show you a few things as I go, as I use them when I put you down. So I will share measurements with you as I go. And then I will also share them when I post this video to my website. I'll have a link to my website in the comments because I don't want to put the link. I've not been putting links in my actual blog post usually because that makes people not see it as quickly. See the actual post as quickly. It's Facebook logic. So anyway, but I'll put the measurements in on my website if you don't catch them as I go. I did not write them down here. I wrote them on a list so I could read them and do them. But you're not going to see them. You're just going to hear them, and then I'll put them on my blog. Okay, so there's a button standing out that says finish. I hope I'll push that. No, I don't want to finish. I need my magic wand. So I'm going to put you down backward you, put you upside down, and there we go. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do actually is, oh, you know what? I'm going to show you the project. I know I never do that. Okay, I'm going to show you where we're going to end up, and then I'm going to show you how we get there. Okay, so here's the project. Look at his cute face. This is my very favorite animal character in this bundle. Okay, so this is how it came, nice and flat, but here is what you do, how it goes. So it's a stand-up card. I'm just laying it because but I can stand it up. Cute, right? I love this so much. Okay, so I'm casing this from, as you can see, it's in French. I think it says love. I think I looked it up, or kisses, hugs and kisses, maybe? Something like that. So they have different words with theirs, because we don't have kisses in this stamp set. But I'm casing this from Agatha Richard from France. So I got her swap. I know, isn't it so cute? Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do it. So the first thing I'm going to do, well, I get to look at this, not you guys. So it's going to be in front of me here. Okay, so first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to do my stamping. And I wanted to start there because this was just something that I thought of for being able to space it right, because you have to attach it in a certain place. So you need like the bottom part blank. So I had the thought with her design. I love her design. I'm totally copying it. I had the thought of starting at the top rather than starting. I would typically start at the bottom and work up. But if I start at the top with my heart, and then I can add my my cute little hamster, then I know that I'm going to have enough room down here. Does that make sense? So, and I could put a tiny little word like she did. We have thanks that could fit here, but I decided I could just hug you. I love those words. So I'm going to put this on here. First time I did this, I messed up. I was tentative and I put it down and touched the eye just enough. Okay, so here's my cute little guy. So there's a lot of room down here and we need that for this design. Okay, so I'm not going to do the coloring on this. Here it is. Here he is all colored. What I am going to do, though, is she did some, she used blending brushes. So I'm going to try this. I haven't tried this color yet. Okay, so we just want it kind of light. So I'm going to go down here a little bit. And up here a little bit. She did it much softer, I feel like, but oh well. Good enough. That's gonna work. Okay, so by the way, in case you're wondering, this looks very orange to me, these hearts, but it is in case you couldn't tell, it's the new color Peach Pie, and it is the blends, the light and dark Stampin' Blends, okay? So this is cut perfectly to fit on this die. Do you remember these dies? These are the, oh, cool. That's good, Mario. You remember these dies? Everyday Details. So that I used it's the biggest one that I used. So these are still available. Well, I don't know if, I did not check availability as far as like a third stick. See, look what I did. Look what I did with my first eye. I put it down. It's where the C was, and then I tried it again. I got it. It almost could have worked, but it didn't. Okay. So this is cut to, this white piece is cut to 1 7/8 by 3 3/8, and will fit perfectly in the center of this. Okay, so here he is, all waiting for his debut. Okay, so now I'm going to do the base. Do the Everyday Details cut as well as doing the dots. I don't understand the rectangle. Do they cut as well as doing the dots? I'm not sure what you mean. You still have to poke them all out. I mean, sometimes they'll stick to your cutting mat. But quite often I either need to use the brush to get them out or my take your pick tool to poke them out. They seem to come out of here easily, but then you got to get them out of your die. Is that your question? Or I'm not really sure. Yes, I did cut the rectangle myself. Yeah, did you not see circles? And so here's the circles, here's the rectangles. So yes, I did cut that. So this one, the largest one of the rectangles, cuts both the inside and the outside. In fact, I want to show you. I threw it away already because I won't use it, but see, this is what was left over after I cut a couple of them. I lined it up so it could go right in the thing. So this one cuts the inside and outside. The rest of these just cut the inside piece that's cut out. And then the second largest circle cuts inside and outside. Does that make sense? Maybe not if I didn't. I'll pull this back out and show you what I mean. That's what I was wondering. Thank you for showing again. Yes, you're welcome. Okay, so this is what I mean by cuts inside and outside. So like this inside piece that cuts out has the dots, and then the outside that's left it has the dots too. I love that look. I love making like 2 cards from it, using that. Okay, so I'm setting this aside, and this piece is 4 inches by 6 inches. And I decided to use, I don't know if she did, I decided to use thick cardstock because I wanted to make sure that it was a good sturdy base. So, now there's something I want to show you on here. This is what I'm going to do right now on my cardstock. Each of these are score lines. And this one, while you still have it in the scoring part, you're going to cut it from 3/4 of an inch here and end at 3/4 of an inch here. And I'll show you what I mean. So the first, I'm gonna get this out of the way. So the first, where is it? Am I on camera? So it's hard to see. Hopefully you know your math and your fractions and whatever. Keep in mind, so we all know, I think the big lines, there's 1 inch, 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 1 3/4. The next tallest line is 1/8 of an inch. So here's 1, 1 1/8, 1 1/2, 1 3/8. No, I meant 1 1/4. Anyway, the next biggest line is 1/8, and we're going to be using that a lot for this scoring. So 5/8 is my first score line, which is 2 tiny little lines, or the next big line past 1/4 of an inch. So we're just scoring here. We're doing 5/8. Then we're doing 1 1/2. Then we're doing 2 1/8. Then we're doing 3 inches. Now this is the halfway mark, and this is where we also need to cut. So I'm doing my scoring, and then I'm lifting this up and making sure I have it lined up here. Now, do you know about this cutting piece here, the cutting blade? This line right here, where the handle is, shows, and there's actually a line right on the side here, shows where the blade actually is starting to cut. So from here is a 1/2 inch to here's 3/4 of an inch. I know you have to get really close to be able to see that, and I'm sorry, but so I'm going 3/4 of an inch and putting my blade down, and then I'm sliding it to 3/4 of an inch would be here. So I need my blade to line up with right there. Okay, Now I'm lifting it again and getting it out of the way. So you can't see this, but on here, where these tick marks are, that's where I just made this cut. Okay, so it's scored, but it's cut right here. All right, my next score line is 3 7/8. Just scoring. Then I'm scoring at 4 1/2. And I have to go up to the top for this one because I don't really have numbers past 5 here. Then I have to go 5 3/8. So it's 1/8 of an inch short of 5 1/2. Okay. So now, what didn't you know, Dina? So now this looks just like this, but this is the back side, by the way, of this piece, because I can actually reuse it. I already put stuff on here. Okay, so now what I want to do next, so I can see best and whatever, is I'm going to crease or burnish on the cut point. Oh yeah, it's helpful so that if you need to do start and stop like that. Okay, so I'm going to crease all of my score lines. It'll make it easier to work with and easier to find where I need to do things. So this score line is the cut one, so I just have to crease these 2 ends here. Oops, next one. I'm only creasing in one direction because that's the direction that my box bottom needs to be. Okay. So now I'm gonna do a few things. I'm gonna put it on here so you can see it better. Okay. For one thing, I'm gonna start on the outside, and for the other thing, I'm gonna start on the inside. So on both, so this is all like the outside of the top side of the box, and on both ends, by the way, I meant ends, not outside, because it's all on the outside. On the ends, I'm putting tear and tape. I feel like maybe I should put more tear and tape on one of them. I didn't actually totally complete this box. I just made sure that I knew how to put it together. So I'm putting 2 on this side. Okay, so on the outside panels is tear and tape. Now I'm going to start at the inside for designer paper because the inside is what's going to be showing. So this, oh, I wanted to show you this designer paper. Just a second. Pause, please. Okay, so this is the designer paper. This is the newest in colors, but Stampin' Up! Also obviously changed the design. Oops, I'm trying to just get the top 2. There we go. Change the designs of these DSP stacks. So you can get the set of in colors, you get 4 of each sheet. If you get it in like Brights or Regals or whatever, you get 2 of each sheet. So here is one side. This is the Summer Splash. Can you see those? Those are kind of hard to see. Okay, Summer Splash. Petunia Pop. Obviously, it's the same. That's the beauty, honestly, of these. This is Shy Shamrock. The beauty of these designer paper stacks is that they're all the same. So you could, if you had a certain design, you could just do it in multiple colors if you need to. I'm pretty in pink. Okay, so for these pieces, I need 2 of the stripes in, it's 3/4 of an inch by 3 7/8 for the top pieces. So the top pieces are going to be what goes closest to the cut line. So remember, here's my center, here's my cut line. So we're going to put one of each of these here. Then 1/2 inch by 3 7/8. They are pretty, aren't they? 1/2 inch by 3 7/8 goes on the next two. Okay, so now, okay, I gotta make sure I know how I'm doing this. Okay, so now I'm using my guy here. So he needs to, just a sec, did I do this wrong? No, I didn't, but I still. Okay, so he's got to go in here. All right, so, sorry, this goes, hi, Terry. This sort of, it makes a circle, so I thought I did it wrong. I thought I was doing it backwards, but I'm not. Okay, so my guy is going up here, and I put him through here already, so I didn't have to try to finagle him while he was attached already. I don't know if it matters which. I don't know. We're just gonna go here. Okay. So I'm gonna take my tear and tape off here, and I want my guy as centered as possible. So I'm working from the back. That's okay. The most important part about this is you don't want him longer than the score line. This is where he's standing up. Now this one, I'm going to take both of these off. So remember, he can go in a card flat, so you should be able to do your panel flat. So I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to hold it down. Okay? So he's attached on one side. He's attached on both sides. You can see that he's in there. He's attached on both sides. And then I'm going to pop him up, but then I need to put him back down. So then I can go like this. And there he's all popped up cute. Isn't he awesome? Okay, now I need to embellish. So I'm going to put this back down. For some reason I keep struggling having to put him back down. It likes to just hold on to it. Seen and talked with Nadine and Mary Jo. Is this the last weekend? Oh, gotcha. Well, that's cool. Okay. So now I need to keep in mind where I'm going to put my flowers on like the other one had. I'm adding color though. She didn't add color to who I cased. So I'm using all of the end colors. So I want it to be on the side. So I need to use this tiny little side here. So I'm going to, oops, I'll put this back here. So I definitely need my glue here. Maybe a little high. Okay. So he's sticking on here. Oh, hi, Judy. I didn't know you were on here. You didn't say hi. We haven't talked in a long time. I hope you're doing well. How are your grandkids? Oh, I forgot the second one's name. Scotty Ann. Did you have to tear hers apart to figure out how she did it? No. Because I knew in general how it was made. I measured, I'll show you in a sec. I measured from the sides. Okay, now I'm not sure how to do this without attaching, getting this stuck to everything. Just a second. Here's all my things. I think we're just gonna have to I'm gonna put it, I need to leave it be for a little bit, I guess. Well, probably what we'll do is we'll come back to this and look at it again once it's dry, so I don't mess with it. So I'm just placing that on there, doing a little dot here. That one's sort of a bigger dot. That definitely needs to dry before I mess with it. Okay, put a little dot here. All right, so I'm gonna let this dry and then I'll come back and put embellishments on it after it's dried. So you'll see this closer again in a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna set that aside. Okay, so I almost ruined it. I put it right down on the stamp. So Dina, no, I did not pull it apart. I used my handy dandy ruler and I measured, and her measurements were a little bit off from mine because I'm sure because she used millimeters or centimeters or whatever. So I measured like this to find approximately how long that it was. And I knew obviously this needed to be the same as this side, so I just was consistent. So this was 5/8, this was 7/8, 5/8, 7/8, 7/8, 5/8, 7/8. Does that make sense? So I just knew how it went together to be able to do it. Okay, so now we're stopping that one for the moment. We'll come back to embellishments later. And now what I want to do is, this is the card that we made at my Stampers Clubs this month. So this was the one, I did not show you walruses while I was gone in Mexico. McKinley, Mickey. Oh, wow, I didn't know about the third one. Yay, congratulations. So how old is Mickey? And how old is Scotty now? Is she like 5? Maybe I overshot. I'm hoping that I'm about right. Okay, so here are the walruses. Oh, I forgot to get up the designer paper. Okay, so this is, I'm sorry it's not available right now. I just saw it was Scotty. I feel like you hit enter on mistake. So this is from Country Woods. I love this design. It looks very Judy's struggling. This is Country Woods, and I have all but that sheet in this pack. So I'll show you really quick right here. I'm sorry it's not available right now. It's sold out for the moment. So it's all obviously wood grains. It looks very beach house to me, doesn't it? But my favorite one I used all up on our Stampers Club. This one's a cool one too. I think this is the one that Jamie used on her walrus card. Okay, Country Woods. I forgot when it will be back. Scotty is 6, Mickey is 10 months. Oh, I didn't even overshoot. She's 6. Holy cow. Crazy. So Scotty must be in school, or is she homeschooling? By the way, Judy lives in Alaska, so it's really early there for her. Okay, so I'm going to start with, I already stamped this so that I knew I could color it. It'll be a quick coloring job because it's mostly one color, but I want to show it to you. So here is, this is Misty Moonlight and our designer paper. And our card base is gray granite. And we have it opening to the side. Okay, so now we're going to color this really quick. We're using gray granite. So usually when I color, I start by outlining the edge with the dark color in spots, and then blend with the light. But for this one, the colors don't, well, I want to do something else first. The colors, the light and dark aren't that huge of a difference. So I'm just coming back in to do whatever outlining I want to do. So I'm going to color the whole thing in light gray granite and then do my outlining. So, and you'll be quicker if you use the brush tip. I cannot stand using the tiny little tip. Some people use the tiny one, and I don't know why. I just don't like it. Okay, so getting close to the edges and then just coloring in. I'm not sure I would have thought of this before, but my friend Cheryl told me to color in a circular motion. I'm not sure I would have done that before. Okay, so I'm gonna go do the head. So this picture clearly shows smaller tusks on, I'm assuming, the female. Does anybody know if the walrus, if a female walrus really has shorter tusks than the male? That is a curious question. Okay. I'm sure there are, my guess would be that, well, all walruses are different, just like humans are. But I've noticed, like I don't think female have tusks. Oh, all right, that's interesting. I've noticed, like, in dogs before, like, seeing the same breed in a male versus female, the female is just more petite. It just is interesting. Okay, so here are my walruses. This is just with using the light, and I'm going to use the dark, and pretty much anywhere there's a crease, I don't think I'm going to outline it. Just wherever there's a crease, I'm going to add the dark. So this is what I'm doing, so you can see the difference. And it's not really that big of a difference in color, especially because when you're doing it and it's still wet, it just sort of blends into it. That's the whole point of Stampin' Blends, is for the color to blend in. So if I do want it blended, they're a lot smaller. No lying, Mario. Thanks for Googling it. That was helpful. Now, if I wanted it blended in more, I certainly could go back over it with the light gray granite and blend that. But I like it the way that it is, so we're just going to leave it like that. Okay, so now I need my saying. So unless you do just the tiny little thanks with the size that I, oops, with the size that I cut this cardstock, I didn't want it to take up the whole card. Sending a big hug is the only thing that will fit here. Thanks is small enough. Could do that too, but I didn't do that. Okay, so I have sending a big hug. Now, I do want them to be on something. Okay, so what I'm doing is just sort of scribbling the ground here. This is the light, Misty Moonlight. And then I'm just going to go back with the dark and just add some depth of color there. So I didn't blend it, but I, you know, added a couple colors. Okay, now I'm going to attach this with my dimensionals and add a few more things. 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this is going to go here. All right, a few more things to do. The first thing is we're going to add some embellishments. I already have these hearts cut. I'm going to show you the dies a sec. So there's 2 sets of heart dies. So you can do many at one time, which is helpful. And the way that I decided would work well is putting a dot of glue down. And then use my take your pick tool and pick up a heart and put it down. This is handy, right? Put a dot down. Pick up my heart and put it down. Put a dot down. There we go. Okay. Dina, what did you lie about? Oh, you Googled also? Thank you guys, you're so helpful. Okay, so done with hearts, you can put that away. Not sure what I'll use the rest of these hearts for because I'm done with my clubs. Okay, now we have a couple options. I'm going to show you 2 different dots squished with love. You're funny. These are called Basic Gray and Smoky Slate Pearls. So we have some darker ones and, well, here's the Basic Gray and then Smoky Slate is the lighter one. So you have 2 sizes and 2 colors. So I'm going to go with the big one actually. And I'm not sure this is going to work. Seems like your liquid. Well, not by choice, Dina. It's by necessity. If I'm making tiny little, I'm not going to try to put these little hearts down with seal. I like using the glue this way also. Sometimes if I'm patient, I let it set a bit so it's tacky. Then won't squish out. Gotcha. I'm not patient, especially when I'm on my live. That's just not gonna happen. Okay, so this is my card done. So these are with the pearls, the Basic Gray and Smoky Slate. So I chose Basic Gray. I think I've done Smoky Slate also. It is convenient at times. It's helpful. So Terry, you have one of the, wait, did you already meet with her? Was it this week? What day is today? Wednesday. No, we did not have club last night. So you already have this card. Okay, so here is one version. And I want to show you another set of embellishments. These are called Industrial Trinkets. Oh, and Kathy, I have your cards. I forgot to give them to you last night. So you have one of these also. Thank you. I love the colors too. Okay, so these are Industrial Trinkets. These are part of the Sky, the airplane suite. The person who was demonstrating the suite on stage, she couldn't remember the name. And she called them dingles. So these will forever be dingles to me, industrial dingles. So these are just loose, so you need mini glue dots. But here is a card with the industrial trinkets instead. Mix colors and background makes really pop. Yes, I know. I love that color too. Okay, so done with this card. I'll show those again up close later. Okay, so now we're going to go back to this. I want to see if we're... Oh, good. It's nice and dry behind. Okay, so I can take the chance of putting embellishments on. So I'm showing you embellishments in 2 ways. First of all, I know, I totally agree, Marsha. Hamster is definitely the cutest. Okay, so these are called, well, these are the newest in color shimmer gems. And unfortunately they are, something's on there. They're out of stock until the week of June 3. So we have Petunia Pop. Gee, can you tell what my favorite colors of these? Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, Summer Splash, Shy Shamrock, and Peach Pie. But I'm using up, if I can find it, I'm using up these for the center. I had lots of, oh, it's because of the swap that I did for the incentive trip. I did several different versions because I used so many embellishments. I did several different versions of, well, the one that I showed was a pink one, but, oh, that'll work. That's good. But I used Petunia and Peach embellishments for my, I'm not sure if I like the colored center. Might be better with white. I didn't have the white pearls that she used. I did have off-white. Anyway, here's this. Oh, so cute. I just love them. Love them. Okay. So I'm done stamping. I'm going to pull you guys up once I get this out of the way. Okay. On upside down, put you backwards again, and here I am. Okay, so here is my version. Okay, so in case you forgot, now that my glue's dry, I can undo this again. Okay, so you can send this in the mail. It will go like this. I have to watch the rerun. I missed most of what you did today. So sorry. It's still cute. Thank you. So another, if you don't have the pearls, you might have, we have a, oh, what are they called? I almost used, just a sec, I'm gonna find it. I almost used, oh, that's not the one. Maybe I pulled it out because I thought I might use it. It must be dots. Oh, miscellaneous. I have so many kinds of embellishments. I tried to use the name, either they're dots or I should use gems now too. So these, no, oops, I forgot I'm net down. These would work well too. These are called iridescent foil gems. I think they're in the mini catalog glass. So I have miscellaneous, dots, pearls, rhinestones. Okay, one more time on this cute little guy. Nice fin, cute. Okay, and then 2 versions of my walrus card. I love this paneling. This totally just looks like a boathouse to me, or a beachside cottage. I don't know. So that's with the pearls, and here's with the dingles. You're never going to be able to find them. They're industrial trinkets is what they are. Okay, so we have so many things going on right now. Classes that are available. Harbor. Yes, very harbor-like. I love the walrus. Yes, they're cute. Okay, so My Dazzling Card Club is going to be featuring each one of these animals. We have a card for each one of the animals, using the hearts and hugs, and you need to sign up by Sunday. Sunday is the 26th, right? I can't look at my calendar. Oh, there it is. Yes, Sunday's the 26th. That's your deadline. The class itself is going to be next Friday is the first one, 10 a.m. or the following, so it would be June 4, I think. On Tuesday, you have 3 choices, 10 a.m., 2 p.m., 7 p.m. So that's my $35 class. You get product included. So it's not the Country Woods that I'm including with it. It's the Country Lace, which I've not really shown you. For those of you who are in my clubs or come to classes, I have my, I just got my swatch books on Saturday. So you can see all of the designer paper easily when you come to class now. So you get half a package of the Country Lace. You're going to get some Petunia Pop ribbon and, and some gems, depending on how many people I have signed up, because I bought some, so we may have to swap it out or well, anyway, some gems. So that deadline is Sunday. The next deadline is Monday, which is for my All Occasions class, and I'm having it that Tuesday, 7 o'clock. So in like 5 days or whatever that is. Today's 22, so it would be in 6 days. The 28th at 7 o'clock, or you could choose the Thursday at 10 a.m. for All Occasions. So that's probably like 2 each of birthday, thank you, thinking of you. That's sort of my go-tos, but sometimes there'll be a sympathy in there or a get well or something like that. So that's the class is either $15 or free with a $25 order. Then we have our one-day crafting retreat. It is open for registration right now. The date is June 29. It's the last Saturday in June. And the deadline to sign up for that is June 8th. So a couple weeks. So anyway, that's what's going on in my neck of the woods. Thank you for joining me today. And I will, when I post to my blog, I will have the measurements on there so that you can make it yourself. You can watch the video again if you need to see the mechanics of it or whatever. And anyway, thanks again for joining me, and I will see you again next Wednesday, 10:30 a.m. on my Facebook business page. Have a great week, and I'll see you later. Bye.